find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Minnesota Vikings. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Let's go now.
Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 13 yards on the game's opening play. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Hey, check nigga.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6. For the Vikings at 4-3, a game over 500. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
He finds his man complete. That's Ramsey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. It was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. He finds his man complete. That's Ramsey. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Ramsey. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Yellow.
They run the counter with Cook. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. This defense for the Jags, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down. They'll set up a throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Ready, play.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. Joseph's got it. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So he's been automatic to this part of the season, and he connects on field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now Lawrence. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. first down. Here's the run with Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Cook again. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Fight, 60. Check, smash.
On 2nd down, Cook. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Jaguars, nothing.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And complete right side to Cook. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route, worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get 1 look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 29, Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Jaguars first down.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Now that's a tough throw because he's moving to his left. He's got to get his shoulders pointed back right to throw it all the way across field to try and connect. Unable to do so.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They run again on first down. Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
They run it again with Cook. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here we go.
And the Jags, Charles, I think they're on the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that it'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
52 blaster. The old blue. Light blue. Ready.
They'll set up to throw. Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Hey, no steal. Ultra. Go ultra. Ready.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And some room to work. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Phillips now from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
From midfield now, Lawrence airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Cycle. Hey, computer. Grab it.
He finds his man, complete. That's Ramsey. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. That time on the run-pass option, when he decided to throw it, not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple-option quarterback in college, because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
Check you. Ultra. Set.
Cook up the gut. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Drill 52.
He'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
10.
They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So on fourth down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. A quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Well, incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Lawrence to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Phillips now from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial. Left side, Cook. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On second down, it's Cook again. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. Cook following the penalty. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Here's Greg Joseph now to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First down, Jaguars.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. They're still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They start the drive with Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here we go,
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 22. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the 2nd half. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota.
That was a special return. And it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
They'll try and throw for it. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up. His time is now run out on this third quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.